Hello everyone. Welcome to our webinar on Streamline collaboration through AutoCAD and Autodesk Docs integration. My name is Nishant Bhardwaj and I'm your dedicated success advisor. At Argans with a background in engineering, today we will explore how a cloud-enabled common data platform can enhance team collaboration and significantly reduce design development time. We are excited to have Aditi and Darshan leading this session today. They will share their expertise and insight on these topics. This will be an interactive webinar, so please feel free to submit your questions in the chat box anytime during the presentations. Let's get started. Aditi, over to you, please.
Hello, Nishant. Thank you for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. As Nishant explained, we'll be looking at how Autodesk Docs can be used for collaboration with Autodesk AutoCAD as well. I mean, till now we were in we can say in a maybe illusion that ACC only meant for Revit, and when we work in 3D, or it is only for uploads and downloads while we are working on 2D. So earlier things were similar to what I just mentioned, but now with time, as we are moving forward, Autodesk is bringing in a lot of updates, lot of changes and enhancement to bring in streamlined collaboration, not only in terms of 3D, but also in terms of 2D. Like the first of all, the agenda is to bring all the teams together, whether it is a 2D environment or whether it is a 3D environment. So breaking all the myths that only when we are working in Revit then only docs or ACC can play a role, but also when we are working in 2D, streamlining the collaboration and establishing common data environment is something which we can do even while working in a 2D environment, even while working with AutoCAD, even while having different stakeholders, consultants on board, and we can have them on one single platform. Also, we can collaborate on AutoCAD files to eliminate all the problems and hustles which we come across day to day while dealing with the list of files and changes and markups. So give me a moment, I'll start with sharing my screen. Yeah, Darshan, can you confirm if my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible, Aditi.
Okay. So as we mentioned that today we'll look at how Autodesk Docs and AutoCAD integrates, and how we can move towards a streamlined collaboration environment through while establishing the common data environment. A brief introduction on who we are. So we are a part of Monoyer. Monoyer is our parent company, and we are now Arcans. Earlier we were Capricorn, and now we are present in 18 plus countries, supporting more than 32 languages, and we have 50 plus offices across the globe.
Aditi, we lost you.
Hello. Yeah, Nishant,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, now.
I don't know. Was there any
Yes, I
disturbance?
can hear you, Aditi. Uh, we lost you previously. You can start. No worry. Please share your screen.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can
Can you see my
see.
screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, great. Great. So I'll start it over from this slide. Monoyer is our parent company. We are a part of Monoyer as Arcans. Earlier we were and now our service is unmatched, supporting 32 languages, present in 18 plus countries, and there to help you, support you in every questions. So today, as speaker, I'm there, Aditi Sharma, solution specialist belonging to the architecture vertical. I'm an architect by profession. We also have Darshan with us. He is also a solution specialist belonging to architecture vertical. He's based out of Bangalore. I'm based out of Bombay. He has a civil engineering background, and I'm an architect. Okay, so we'll have a look at today's agenda. What I mean, whatever you look at the screen right now will lead towards how to implement a common data environment and streamline collaboration with Autodesk Docs and AutoCAD. So number one is the introduction towards Autodesk Docs, because we might have some of the people who don't really have an idea about Autodesk Docs. So we have a slight introduction on Docs, and then setting up a Docs project, and then collaborating with AutoCAD and Autodesk Docs, and then a demo on markup import, which will be a part of the collaboration of AutoCAD and Docs, and then followed up by Q&A. So exactly what Autodesk Docs is, this is for those who might not be having any idea about Autodesk Docs. So this is just to have you on the same platform as we all are. So Autodesk Docs is a cloud-based platform to which which implements the common data environment. I'll explain you what common data environment is. But to establish the common data environment, it provides us facility to manage all the documents, control the entire project team. Also, with this, we can simplify the data management from design to construction and streamline all the document reviews and approvals. Having said that, it doesn't mean that we can only upload and download the files and documents on that, but also we can have a proper document approval process, which we generally perform manually or through emails or through different modes of communication. For example, we might have the approval process in some of the organization, which includes a mail platform, as well as WhatsApps, as well as SharePoint, etc. But having this platform in place, we can streamline the whole approval process. Also, it enables us to monitor when and where things happened, or where is the thing stuck. So all this digitalization of all the manual processes and taking up all the data and putting it in place where we can have a look and monitor every action which is taking place at the same time. So this is the platform which is which all is about, which I just mentioned. Okay, so what the term which I'm mentioning again and again, which is common data environment, what exactly that is? You might find the abbreviation as CDE in the coming slides, or maybe you might find it somewhere on the websites as well. What CD signifies is the common data environment, which we achieve with the help of Autodesk Docs. Actually, what common data environment is, to create a single source of information. As the name suggests, common data environment, that means, I understand this is more similar to SharePoint, or we can say OneDrive or Google Drives. This sounds similar. I mean, this sounds like we are talking about drives, but this is not exactly what Drive does, or what these data storage platforms and we can say applications does. This is more towards the AEC industry solution. This is not just a storage platform. This is not just a hard drive kind of a thing, which is, present on cloud. This facilitates the collaboration between project team members, and also help avoid the duplication and mistakes. Having said that, it has the capability to store the versions of the file. You can anytime go back to the earlier version, and then you can also have a history of all the versions. That, okay, on what date what changes were made. I want to go back to those changes. I want to bring some additions which were there in the earlier phase of design evolution, or we can say development. Okay, so now we have a live demonstration on the ACC, how to set up a project on Autodesk Docs. So I'll start with it. Darshan, can you confirm if my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible, Aditi.
acc.autodesk.com
Yes.
is visible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So as we can see, this is a cloud platform. I'm in my browser right now, and this is acc.autodesk.com. Within this ACC platform, we can see, this is my home page. We can see all the projects which are there, or we can say I am a part of all these mentioned projects. So I'll start with how to create a project. Before I move forward, I would like to just explain a few things about this platform. For example, account admin and project admin. So there is a hierarchy on this platform. Account admin has all the rights within this platform. For example, I am the account admin. That is why I can see this tab. Those who are not the account admin, they cannot see this account admin tab, obviously. And they cannot perform all such functions which an account admin can. For example, creating projects, adding members, creating companies, roles, templates, libraries, etc. So to do such kind of things on this platform, firstly you need to have access as an account admin, and it is suggested that there should be a least number of account admin which are there. For example, in an organization, we recommend to have 3 or 2 at max, 2 or 3 at max account admins. We can have multiple project admins, but the account admins should be less in number, because they have all the rights within the platform, just to make sure that in case of requirement, there is somebody present to do some changes on the platform. Otherwise, it is not necessary to have every other person or every team head as a account admin. We can have least number of account admins and multiple number of project admins. So who is a project admin? Project admin is somebody who is responsible for a number of projects. For example, I can be the account admin and I can have 5 projects. Project admins can have 10 multiple projects within projects, like that. For example, I'm saying this. What are the issues, RFI submittals going on, what are the problems, and these are my projects. Hello?
Yes, Aditi, we can hear you.
My screen is gone, right?
Yeah. Now it is visible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll start with creating a project. So I'll create a project. Why am I creating a project? So from here, we will do a whole process of creating a project and then collaborating through AutoCAD. So please pay your attention and see like how we can do that. We will try and cover all the steps possible here. Project name. So maybe I'll name it as webinar sample project for on AutoCAD. So here we also have a facility to number it. I'm not putting any number right now. So right now I have 2 accounts, but this is our account as Cape Record India. Project type, I can choose any project type which are there. To make project types, that is a job of account admin. They can make the project types, and then only we can see a multiple, we can add some more project types, and account admin can. Single family housing, which is, I mean, I'm just taking this as an example right now. Templates, we have a list of templates here, but I'm not taking any template right now. We can enter location, time zone, date, start date, end date, what are the dates of that project, etc. Project value, if you know, we can put it as well. Now I'm just creating this project. Creating a project is a only account admin can do, but there is a option to give this right to project admins as well. Project members cannot create a project. So this is how we create that hierarchy. Also, this is how we transfer the rights. So I can also transfer this right to a project admin. He or she can also create a project if that right is transferred to them. Okay, so right now, as you can see here, I'm in project admin. The moment I created that project, I'm in my project admin tab. Now you can see my name as a member already because I created this, but I am, by default as a member here, but I do not have access to anything right now. But why? As you can see here that in front of docs, I mean, none of these products are assigned to me right now. What will I do? I will assign myself docs. Okay. Now, one more thing I'll do here is add Darshan as a member. Okay, the moment I entered the email address, pressed enter, I got this options. See, nothing is mandatory here. If you have things in place, you can do that. Otherwise, I can define a access level here. If I'm making him a project member, his access will be limited to what I am allotting him or what I am giving him the access to. So there is a filter starting from here where I'm adding the member to the project. So now I can give him a project administrator right as well. Right now I'm giving him that. Products, 2 products are included, docs and insight. So whenever I'm adding somebody, or for example, I add him as a member also, then also he will have access to docs and insight. Why? Because if I'm adding somebody to the project, that means I'm giving him access to some information to him. Only 2 products, docs and insight. Given that he has Autodesk Docs license, then only he will receive a notification that I've added Darshan. But to access the information which is there on this platform, he should have that license to access all this. So I've just sent an invitation to Darshan. He will receive an email. We both have access to docs at this platform. The moment I clicked on this, what all I can see account admin tab because I'm an account admin. I can see project admin tab because I'm a project admin as well in this project. I can see insight, which is a default, and I can see docs because I assigned docs to myself. I go to docs right now. Within files, there are no subfolders. There's only one folder, which is the parent folder, project files, only the parent folder. So there's a crack between the earlier step which I did and this. If Darshan is a project member, then I have to add him to the designated folder. But because I made him a project admin, he can access all the folders which are there. Now I do not have to give him access to each and every folder which I'll be making. So just to show you, I made one subfolder called architecture. Structures and services. Okay, so I'll just show you, we get an opportunity in permission settings to add members. I can add somebody. For example, he should be there in this project, obviously. Darshan. Add Darshan as well. Or I can add him in the parent folder. If I add him into the parent folder, subfolders. So what I also, I can filter him out by giving these filters. For example, I can just let him view the files or view plus download plus publish markups. Like this, we can refrain people. We can, give a filter to every member and every team like that. That okay, this is a consultant. He only needs to view the files within architecture. He can view the file and download the file from services, but he can create markups and upload in structures because he's a structure consultant. So like that, we can manipulate all these filters according to our organization, according to our protocols, like that. I'm giving Darshan as manage rights, so he has all the administrative control within this folder, within this parent folder. So he'll be eventually having all the rights within these subfolders as well. Okay, so I added Darshan. I added him in the parent folder. He has access to all these subfolders and he has managed rights within all these subfolders. So now we reached a milestone, which is creating a project, adding a member, creating subfolders, adding member to the subfolders, and filter process according to which are the permission settings. So now moving ahead, how do I collaborate on CAD with this on this particular project? So here you can see this Autodesk desktop connector. What exactly this desktop connector is? This is, I can say, a gateway to Autodesk Docs platform within our desktop system. So what I'll do, first I'll show you at AutoCAD. Right now I can see these two projects which are there on my CAD. This is my CAD interface. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, it's
Darshan, can you
Yes,
visible,
confirm?
yeah,
Aditya.
yeah, it's
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So this is my AutoCAD screen, and I can see all these two projects which we collaborated on earlier. But now I cannot see that third project which I just created on the platform. So what I'll do now, I just clicked on this because I have Autodesk Docs, and because I installed desktop connector. This is why I can see this icon here. And now I'll go to settings. Now I'll go to select projects. Within Capricorn India, I can see webinar sample project for collaboration. As you can see, these are the two ticked ones which I can see here. I will tick on this also. So there's a catch here. If you created the project, but you haven't added yourself, but you haven't allotted docs to yourself, you won't be able to see that project here. To have the visibility, you need to be in the project. You need to have Autodesk Docs allotted to you on that particular project. Then only you will be able to see this project through desktop connector. Save. What this process is going on is whatever I did on that platform will be present on my desktop and then eventually on AutoCAD interface as well. So as you can see here, I have Autodesk Docs option within Capricorn India. I have these three projects now. Sample project for AutoCAD collaboration, this, and now webinar sample. I have the third project. So to have it here, what I'll do is I'll just switch to my platform and I'll close my AutoCAD screen. Give me a moment. I'll just share my screen back, or we can, meanwhile, I'll just start my AutoCAD interface again. While my CAD interface is getting started, I would like to have the poll questions. Nishant, are you there? Okay, so we have poll questions on our screen. I request you all to answer these questions. Okay, great. Okay, great. So we have around 17 participants and we need feedback from everyone. Please just, okay, great.
Great. We have the results. So
Okay, great.
these are the results.
Okay, I shared the result.
Great.
There are people who are already using Autodesk Docs, and there are people who are not using the platform. And as the collaboration concerned, I believe those who have Autodesk Docs, they might be using the collaboration part with AutoCAD. But those who do not have Autodesk Docs, certainly. Okay, but there is a ratio which shows that they have Autodesk Docs, but they are not using it along with AutoCAD. Okay. So this is why we are sharing this information across, that how to use it. In the last demonstration which I did, I added one project into my desktop connector, which I just created on the platform. Now I'll show you on CAD platform what I exactly did. I closed the application and then I just started it again. Here, as you can see, I have Autodesk projects here. So what are these projects? These are the projects which we created on that platform and have with Autodesk desktop connector. So this is a step which is very crucial. Then only you will be able to see these
Aditi, your voice is breaking.
on your CAD interface. You need to first add them to the desktop connector and then you can see them on the CAD interface. So as you can see, I can visible on, okay. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Hello? Is it okay now?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so where I was, I created the project on the platform. I added it into my desktop connector, and now here I can see that on my AutoCAD interface. And exactly what we created on the platform, we can see it here. Within the Autodesk AutoCAD interface, within Autodesk projects, we can see these folders which I created. We can see that project. Okay, so now what I will do is I will create one file, a demo file, and I'll show you how to just add it into that project. Okay. Nishant, it is clear, right? I mean, the screen is visible and I'm audible.
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
visible and you are audible.
Okay, thank you. I'm just creating something to show you as a demo. Okay, so as the moment I clicked on Control S, I can see my whatever folders and storage I have. Here I can see Autodesk Docs because I have desktop connector. I can see Cape Record India. I can see my project here. I can see project files here. I can see architecture. So I want to show you one more thing, that here also I can make a new folder. I'm making a new folder called AutoCAD files. Within AutoCAD also, I can make another folder called, I can make another folder as concept. So now within concept, I'll save this drawing as conceptual one. Save. So the moment I go to start, the moment I clicked on here, architecture, within architecture, we can see that I made one folder and it is here, which I can see. Within AutoCAD also, I have one folder called concept. The moment I click on concept, I can see that file. Okay. I can, right now it is open, but if I close this, I can open that file from here. Okay. So I'll close this file. From start, see, right now this is showing that this is logged by me, and I'm the author. This is the size is a version 1 logged by you. Right now, we do not have any insight here as such because nothing happened to this file. So now I'll ask Darshan to share the screen and just add this project. Meanwhile, he also have to do the same process, add that project to the desktop connector, and then it will be shown on the AutoCAD interface, and then we can see that how two people can see these same projects and work, or we can say they can access the same file through the interface. They do not have to upload and download the same file again and again by doing the changes. Earlier, when we used to work in this collaborative environment, the process was very manual. I had to do the changes and then upload that file again to the platform, even if it is desktop connector. But the process was manual and lengthy. But with this interface and direct connection with Autodesk Docs, we have the facility to access this file directly. Darshan, are you there?
Yeah, Aditi. So let me take over. So I'm going to share my screen. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible, Darshan.
Thank you. Is my screen visible to you all?
Darshan, your voice is very feeble.
Okay.
Yes, the screen is visible.
Yeah. So now is my voice is audible?
Nishan, can you tell, because
Yeah, it's
to
audible,
me,
Darshan.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Thank you. So this is our ACC platform, and I can see over here that to the project which Aditi has added to me, I can see that particular project over here. And when she sent an invitation to me that she has added to me to this particular project, I got a mail from ACC platform mentioning that welcome to the webinar sample project for collaboration on AutoCAD. So this is how we are going to get invitation for that particular project. Okay. And we can see over here, I got the access to the docs and insights, which were the permissions which were given by Aditi. So let me open this particular project and see what are all the documents or the folder structures have been created. Okay. So I'm going to click on this particular project and it will take me to the docs platform. So as you can see over here, it took me to docs platform, and here we can see all the folder hierarchies. So she has created architecture, service, and structure. In architecture, if I click on that, it will take me to AutoCAD.
Darshan, you can show within architecture also. Yeah, I will with the folders which I just created, they are synced on the platform as well.
Yeah. So whatever she has created on desktop, so those all folders will be going to be synced to the platform with the help of desktop connector. Okay. So she has created around 3 subfolders within architecture folder. So as you can see inside AutoCAD, we have a concept. So inside concept, that particular file has been saved. And now you can see over here, this particular file has been locked because this particular file is open in Aditi's system. So that's the reason it is being locked over here. So if I want to open it, it is going to open, but it does not allow us to work on that. Okay. So this is the file which Aditi has saved. Okay. Let me take you to AutoCAD interface. So as you can see over here, so I'm not able to see the recent project. So the recent project which has been created by Aditi is not visible. So for that, what I have to do, I have to go back to desktop connector. So I'm going to open this particular desktop connector. Then I will go to its settings. In settings, I'm going to select project. Okay, I'm going to click on it and it will open this particular dialog box from where we can select our particular projects. Okay, so that particular project has been added to account of Capricorn India. I will open it and I'm going to select this particular webinar sample project for collaboration on AutoCAD. Okay, and I'm going to save this. And this is going to sync with my AutoCAD interface. After that, we are able to view that particular project and its folder structures. I'm going to click OK on it and I'll refresh it once again. And as soon as I refresh it, I am able to see this particular project and those particular folder structures. So where is that particular file is that we have to locate it. So under webinar sample file project, we have multiple folder structures. In architecture, under architecture, we have a AutoCAD folder, and under AutoCAD, we have a concept. In concept, we have a file. And as you can see over here, still it's under lock because Aditi hasn't closed at that particular file. And one thing we have to remember that AutoCAD does not allow us to work on same file simultaneously if it's collaborated with the help of common data environment. So she has to save and close that particular file. Then it allows us to work on, it allows me to work on this particular file. So if I try to open it, it will open as read only mode. Okay. Aditi, can you save file and close that particular file?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you can see over here what all the information we can get. So we'll be getting that particular file name, who is the author, what is the size, on which version we are going to work, and by whom it's got locked, means the person who previously worked on that particular file. So these are all the information we are going to get. Okay. What if we try to open this particular file when it's locked? So it is going to download that particular file and it is going to save in our desktop as an local file. So later again, whatever the manual process was there, we have to follow that again. So to avoid those all things, we are going to collaborate via common data environment. So for that, the whoever person is working on that particular file has to save it and have to close that particular file. Is this done, Aditi?
Yes, it is done. Try and refresh.
Yeah. Still it's locked. It's showing it's locked.
No, but from my end, it is,
Yeah.
I mean, it is closed.
Yeah, it's getting uploaded. 2 minutes. Yeah. And we can see on platform also it's showing as locked.
Try and open it, Darshan.
Yeah, it is downloading that particular file because yeah.
Just
So,
open it by saying yes, open it.
so as you can see over here, it allows to read in particular mode. It is going to open where we can only read this particular file. Okay. So this is how we are going to collaborate between the teams, or we are going to collaborate between the design members who are involved in this particular projects. Okay. So what next is to do that? How
Darshan,
to
we can show that on the other project which we
yes,
created and collaborated. Yeah.
yeah. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to close this particular file. No. So what I will do, so whenever any reviewing person adds any sort of markups or issues in the form of markups and all, how to import those all things, how to trace it, and how to resolve it. Okay, for that what I will do, I'll go to my previous project. So from where I'm going to show you how to import markups and how to publish those all with the help of docs, and how to review those all things on coming back to AutoCAD platform. So this is my folder structure. Here I have saved this particular file. I'm going to open this test production file. Okay. Otherwise, I will go back to let give me 2 minutes. Recent file. 2 minutes. I had some glitch over here. So let me clear this up.
'Till now, if everyone has any query, please feel free to catch up in the chat box. We will be pleased to answer. So, Aditi, we have one question. Is it possible to have ACC on premise server?
Uh, I can't see. Okay, now I can see. Okay, is it possible to have ACC on premise server? So it is a cloud-based platform, and I don't see any challenge here. If your organization allows to access ACC and save things on ACC, there's no challenge as such. So yes, you can, but to access that, you need to have licenses. For example, just to establish the common data environment, Autodesk Docs is the solution. And for moving forward into the ACC products, I mean, the licenses are there for different functions and different, we can say, aspects. So I don't see any challenge for establishing all this within the network. But this is something for which you require licenses. Yeah, Darshan.
Yeah, is my screen visible? And am I audible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you. So as you can see over here, can you make any difference between the files? So from where we can come to know that this file is of a cloud one and remaining files are saved on our desktop. So whichever file has been saved to Docs, which is our common data environment, which acts as our cloud platform, those all will be having a symbol of a or a logo of a cloud. Okay. So I try to open this. So it is going to open this particular CAD file on the interface itself. Okay. So now what I try to do is that I will add few more components to show how to import markups and how to resolve those all markups. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will add one more component in the form of line as a cross. Then I'm going to save this particular file. Okay. So I have saved this particular file, and in desktop connector, you can see this particular process is going to be get done in background. So whatever file we are going to push it to Docs, that is going to be uploaded in background itself. So it doesn't stop us to have a continuous workflow. Okay. Now what I will do, I have to save this particular document in the form of PDF in our Docs platform. So for that, what I will do, I will click on Control P. So through which I'm going to save it in a form of PDF. So I'll go to this particular window. I'll select this boundary. Then I'm going to save in my Docs platform. To find this, I'll go to Desktop, Capricorn, Sample Project, Project File, Architecture, Vision. Okay. What I will do, I will rename it Test Webinar Markup. And I'm going to save this particular file from my AutoCAD interface to cloud interface. So I'm going to save this particular file. Okay. So this particular file has been published to my Docs interface. So let me go back to Docs interface, and I'm going to change my project because of the glitch I have shifted to my previous project. So which was my previous project? So that is my sample project for coordination. I'm going to open this particular project within Docs platform, and I have to remember on which folder I have saved my file. So under architecture, I have saved under vision. And where is my PDF file? You can see over here. Here is my PDF document. Okay. So I'm going to open this. So, and now I can see over here that here there are few unwanted components are there in this particular document. So for that, what I will do, I'll take a cloud tool. I'm going to draw a cloud which acts as a revision cloud, and I have to publish it. You have to remember that we have to publish each and every components which we work on Docs interface. I'm going to publish it. So for that, I'm going to add a text. Okay, I will take text tool. I'll click over here, and I'm going to add the content. Yeah. So you can change color of the text. You can change its font size or border color or border opacity, whatever related to that particular text. You can do the settings. Then what I will do, I'll do some modifications. Okay. And I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to publish it. Okay, so these two things has been published. So what is the next step? I have to send this particular markups to my AutoCAD interface. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to click on these three horizontal dots. So here there is a tool called sync markup to AutoCAD. So okay, I'm going to click on this and it will ask to whom we have to assign these markups. So I'm going to add members. To already I have Aditi, so I'm going to add her and I'm going to add myself. Okay, and if you want to write any comments over here, you can write it. Otherwise, we will send these markups to those concerned persons. I'm going to click on send. As soon as I click on send, I'm going to receive a mail, okay, where it's mentioning like we have some markups for our review purpose. Okay, so let me go back to my mailbox, and as you can see over here, I got a mail from ACC platform mentioning that Darshan M. Matnur has shared markup with you, like that. So I'm going to import these markups to my ongoing project or ongoing my drawing. So I'm going to click on this particular link. It will take me to the web page. Okay, so from where it is going to connect my web page to my native software. So I'm going to click on start AutoCAD and it asks to whether to open or not. So import markup, I'm going to click on this. So it is going to import those all markups which we have done on the Docs platform. So it is importing that particular markup. Okay, and you can see over here, what is that? So the whatever the published tools, whatever the published components were there, we can see those all things. Okay, so from here I can come to know that I have to do the modifications with respect to these particular components. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to close this. Okay, then I'll come back to my project and I'll select these two. I'm going to delete it and I'm going to save this particular file. Okay, so this particular version has been saved to my Docs platform. So what if you want to check which are all the modifications has been done with respect to our markups? So for that, what I will do, I'm going to go to traces. I'm going to click on it and you can see over here what are all the modifications done by whom. Okay, I'm going to click on this particular trace 3 and it will show what all the modifications done with respect to which components or which markups, as you can see over here. And you can come to know that which are all the modifications done with different versions. So this is how we are going to import markups and going to collaborate between the teams. So this is all about markup, importing markup, tracing of those markups and all. So any doubts till now?
Also, Darshan, now you
Yeah.
can try that. By default, that file was locked within the
Yeah.
ACC platform. Now I unlocked it. You can try and open that.
Let me try it once. Yeah. So what I will, is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. What I will do, I'll close, save this. I'll get back. I will go to Autodesk projects. So webinar sample from here, architecture, AutoCAD concept. Yeah, and you can see over here that particular lock icon has been gone. So what I will do now, I'm going to click on this particular project and it is going to open. So from where I can do whatever the modifications are required. So for that, know what I will do, I'll just select this one. I'll create a copy. Okay, I'll select base point and I'll select it and I'll finish this and I'm going to save this particular file. Okay, so let me take you. So which was the previous version saved by Aditi? I think it was version 2. So we will see that we are going to see version 3. Okay, so for that I have to shift back to that particular project. Where is, yeah, here is my project webinar sample. I am going to shift to this particular project. So in
Darshan,
architecture,
your screen is stuck.
my screen is stuck. Okay. Is my screen visible now?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we have to remember where that particular file has been saved, under which folder. So it is under concept. So that particular file has been saved under third folder. So first starts with architecture, AutoCAD concept, and now you can see over here. Why again I am seeing this particular log symbol? Because that particular file is open in my system, and as expected, so the version 3 has been updated. So this is how we are going
Now
to.
this will show logged by Darshan because Darshan has opened this file.
Yes. So as you can see over here, so these are all the modifications done by me, and as soon as I close this particular file by saving this, so that whatever the symbol was there, so it will take little bit of time to update, and the other person can work on that particular project. So this is how we are going to do the collaboration between the teams, or collaboration between the stakeholders, and we can import markups and work on the modifications which were required to do. Thank you, Aditi.
Thank you, Darshan. Nishant, I think we do not have any questions now, and we are
Let's
done.
wait 2 minutes. Anyone has any query, please feel free to ask. At least tell how's the session, how's the webinar. Or you can raise your hand as well. We will allow you to talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Jitendra ji. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. So whenever you try to explore any tools, so if you find any difficulties in understanding any sort of tools or procedure or anything, so you can reach out us, or you can reach out Nishant. So he will connect you with us. So where
Uh,
we can have a discussion and resolve your issues.
of course. Yes, Mr. Sandeep. You can unmute yourself. How to unlock file not shown from Mr. Santosh.
Okay, I'll share my screen and show it to you. Not a problem. Yeah. Nishant, can you confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes.
So as you can see right now, there's no lock here. Because as default, when we upload, whenever an author uploads a file, it ACC consume it as logged by the author. Here we get the option to unlock it. So if I lock it, now it is locked. Now anybody can open it, but as read only. But if I unlock it, now anybody can open it and change anything. I mean, they can edit now, like that. And you get this option within platform, ACC platform. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. So, okay, let's wind up if we don't have any questions further. So, thank you all for joining us today. We hope you found the session on streamlining collaboration through AutoCAD and Autodesk Docs integration valuable. A recording of this webinar will be shared with you along with a feedback form. Your feedback is invaluable to us, so please remember to fill it out. So we appreciate your participation and look forward to seeing you in future sessions. Have a great day, all of you. Thank you so much for attending.
Thank you, Nishant. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having
Nishan.
us.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.